So moving down to the Yankees and the Red Sox, I'll start off with you, Brew. This is almost like an old school boxing match that has been going on for 150 years. What do you see happening in this wild card round with the Yankees and the Red Sox?
I'm about to sound so hypocritical because of what I just said in the Tigers Guardians series
Oh
of
no!
how history always repeats itself.
Oh
I
no!
think in this series I've gone back and forth. Trust I have. It's not just been an easy decision. No, because the Red Sox have out. Yeah, I think they won the season series against you guys. Correct, JV?
Nine to four. Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I've gone back and forth. I think this could be one where that tradition is finally broken. I could see Crochet winning game one, but I trust that Yankee rotation to win the next two. I think the Yankees win this series in three.
Okay, I agree with that. I could also, and then the setup that you just said with Crochet winning game one, I do see that happening. I will say I'll be a little bit more nervous with this team being down 0-1.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, Tuesday is such a huge game.
It is.
I,
It is.
I know you're not dead yet. You still have game two to go on, but they'd really have to get after them in game one. I think for me to feel comfortable enough for them to advance. That's literally it. That's literally it to me. If they could somehow knock out Crochet by the fifth or sixth, I really like their chances to win the game. Even if it's 0-0, or even if it's like 1-0 Red Sox going into the seventh, I'll be okay with that because I know that we could get after their bullpen and we'll have a better shot with some of their arms in their pen. But if they have like a multiple run lead on Tuesday, it's probably a wrap for game one, and it's going to be a lot harder. But I do agree with you with their rotation. It's a little bit more consistent than Boston's been. Mike, where do you sit with the series?
I don't want to hear the crap that I'm going to get for this. That whatever. It's not about me being mad that the Mets aren't in and blah blah blah. I see Boston taking this.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, there's no. It's literally not something that's far fetched. I mean, like I said, if they lose game one, Rodon's going to be in a spot where he's going to have to pitch for their season, and it's something you don't want, but
No,
it's a potential possibility. I'm not going to say that it's not. It's a potential
and
possibility.
to have that game one matchup of Fried Crochet, that's stellar. I mean, you're looking at guys that are probably going to finish in the top four in Cy Young. The
Yeah,
two of them
Absolutely,
facing off in game one to
absolutely.
start the playoffs is amazing. Um, does Crochet edge him out again or just enough? Is that how that's going to go down? And I also just feel like Boston's kind of had the Yankees number this year. Obviously, the last series you guys won, but
Yeah,
I
just to
just
agree.
I like the way that Boston has played against you guys. It seems to be a lot of fire and grit with them, and they almost seem to elevate themselves going into Yankee Stadium. They've done that pretty much throughout the whole season, and in Boston, I could see them edging out the series. I could go back and forth with it, but I do lean more Boston.
Okay,
you know
which
what?
is
I
perfectly
was
which is
I was
perfectly
clapping
fine.
my hands. I was clapping my hands when Rose said Boston because look, it is so realistically possible that it could go that route. It is so realistically possible because, like JV said, if Rodon's now in a situation where he's pitching for their season, that's to the max. Pressure to the max on him. Then it would be a whole different ball game. To me, Crochet, yes, that's game one starter. That's your ace. He's gonna give it everything he got. Brian Bayo, he's had a pretty good year. Pretty good year, pretty decent year, I would have to say. Uh if it goes to game three for Boston, though, I don't know how I would feel Lucas Giolito starting a game three for the Boston Red Sox. He hasn't had a bad year. He's been able to hold his own this year. But I'll be honest, I would feel confident even if the Yankees do maybe like a wombo combo of Schiller and Hill for game three. I could see that. I really could see
Yeah,
that. If it's like, or even Will Warren, they put him like maybe 2 innings out the bullpen. JV, I'll throw it to you real quick. In this situation, in this series, who would you personally want to start a game three? Cam Schiller or Luis Hill? Luis Hill did pitch today. Keep in mind.
you know what? I want to say Hill because he has the experience and he's got the stuff and he could do it. I've seen him do it. but I would not mind Cam Schlittler right now. I think Cam Schlittler has ice cold veins right now. He is cool, calm, and collected. He's gassing people with his fastball at 100. His slider is filthy. His breaking pitches are all filthy. And I really think he could give you 6 scoreless, and you're looking up and you'll be in good shape. If the offense could give him 2 or 3 runs, I think it's a wrap. Honestly, that's how good he's been. And the same thing for Hill. He pitched pretty good today. Only gave up 2 runs. I think it was 5 1/3.
Yeah.
So look, I don't mind either one of those guys going in game 3 because I think after Crochet, they really take a large drop off. I know Brian Bello is a very good pitcher. I will not take anything away from him. He does not scare me. And then, like you said, Lucas Giolito. That's somebody the Yankees have seen enough. They've beat up on him pretty well in his time in the league, and that's a guy that you could be looking up and it's 3 or 4-0 Yankees by the 3rd inning. So if the Yankees could weather the storm in this game 1 and beat Crochet, I'm telling you, I think they could sweep. If they're down 0-1, I think they could get swept. Just because of the pressure that could be on them if they do lose on Tuesday. So this series could go really either way. I really do see that. I also want to make a statement and say I really don't care about the 9-4 record they had in the regular season. That all goes out the window. None of that matters. It's all about Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's literally it. And it's all about getting off to a good start on Tuesday. That's all I'll say.
Everybody's back at square one. Everybody's back
at square one.
It's the reset. It's the reset that everybody wants because guess what? Right here, right now, Aaron Judge finished off the season strong. But if he goes out there and craps in the series, we're talking about it. We're talking about it.
100%.
So, look, one thing I feel like the Red Sox would have obviously loved to have in this series is Roman Anthony. He's not going to make it back for this series, unfortunately. So that takes it out. But you know who loves this series more than anybody in the world? Major League Baseball. They love this series.
Absolutely.
Boston, New York. This is, look, for everybody watching in the stream, dinero, my friends. This is dinero.
The first round is a money-making round already. It's really unbelievable.
It's crazy. Ro, I'll throw it to you real quick before we move on to the NL. In this series, what do you think could be a major X factor for the Red Sox to pull this off?
Keeping Aaron Judge at bay. Keeping Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton at bay, because we saw what Stanton did last year in the playoffs. He was, a huge factor into why the Yankees made it as far as they did. If they could keep those 2 bats silent, they're winning this series. I'm sorry, they are. You're taking the bat out of the potential 2 best bats that the Yankees got in their lineup, and that's not throwing shade on Jazz or Cody or anybody else. But let's be realistic here. Giancarlo Stanton has over 450 home runs. Aaron Judge just hit 50 again. You take the bat out of their hands, you win the series. End of story.
That's true.
If they can get neutralized, it's going to be tough. The other guys are going to have to step up. That's all I could say.
Yeah. And when it comes to bullpen, I do trust the Yankees bullpen a little bit more than I trust the Red Sox bullpen. I think the Yankees bullpen would fare well in a series like this. Yeah, it's going to be a great series. This is going to be what baseball's all about. Yankees, Red Sox, old school rivalry. This is what's up right here. And I love that we got this in the wild card, to be honest. I was a little bit, and JV, don't hate me for this, I was hoping that the Yankees didn't win the division for the fact that if we get this in a 3-game set, it's going down for real. Listen,
I get it. It's prime time stuff.
This is prime time stuff. You think they're going to put this at 12 o'clock? Absolutely not.
No way. No way. That's that 6 o'clock slot, bro.
That's 6 o'clock.
No disrespect to Cleveland and Detroit.
No disrespect.